Okay, my name's Kevin Kaufman, and our group was charged with talking about how can we work better with regional planning and educate local policymakers about watersheds and resource management issues. And it's longer than 5 words, so it was very difficult for me. But for the group, it was very good, and I want to acknowledge that Brenda provided these notes for me and did an excellent job keeping notes for our group. Two primary areas that we discussed. One was public education, and the other was policymaker education. A few of us in the group work for local government, and we're involved in educating our young students. So we have a little bit more regarding the public education than we do the policymaker education. But I'll hit the policymaker education first, and we had representatives from NGOs and the public and former teachers to help us with educating the policymakers. One example giving was tours. Policymakers love to go on tours, taking them out to the Delta, taking them out to a water treatment plant, inviting them to a picnic to talk about water-related issues is a good way to pass on the information they need to know before they set policies. The other issue that came up with policymakers is using the media and other news venues as an opportunity to let the policymakers know that the community is concerned about water resource issues and watershed issues. When it appears in your local newspaper, it's easier to go to your policymaker, make the call, and say, did you see the article in the paper about the quality of our river or the threatened species that we're concerned about? On the public education side, a lot of good efforts are being conducted now, both on stormwater, wastewater, and drinking water. And we feel we do have a whole generation of students that have come through the system that have an appreciation for water-related issues and watershed issues. But there seems to be a dying off of that education process. The lack of funding in our schools is a concern. The fact that our young people are not reading newspapers anymore is a concern. So we need to focus on the social media, getting the information out to these young people so that they are mindful of the watershed and water-related issues. There's curriculums out there that the school districts can't afford to put in front of their students. So we're looking at NGOs and other organizations, grassroots community-minded folks to take the lead and bring this information to our students. And collaboration between law enforcement and what was called peacekeepers, the people that are taking the troubled youth out and educating them about the environment. Giving these folks not only an education in law enforcement and what's right and wrong, but also giving them an alternative to the activities that they're involved in. And there's plenty of opportunities out there being done by other organizations like Contra Costa Water District and others throughout our region that would be wonderful for our students if we could find the means to bring them in. So Brenda, how did I do? Did I cover your notes well? I think that's all I had. Thank you.